In the years past, when the Homeless Persons Healthcare Project provided us with the names, they provided us with the first name, the last name, and the age of the person when they passed away. So you could tell who the people were, and it was much more dignified. Now the county took over the project from the Homeless Persons Healthcare Project, and they decided that they would no longer use the last name or provide the age they were at time of death. So we do know that a number of people who passed away, they're not on this list. Who were homeless people who died outside, they're not on the list. And it seems to be super undignified and there's no real reason to do this. So what happened, what the county said was we can't use the last names because of HIPPA. But these people have passed away. And had they sent me this list with no last names before 4 o'clock on Friday, I could have gone to the coroner's office and filled in the last name so we would actually know who these people are. It's very, very unfortunate that they have done this and eliminated our ability to know who these people are, and also to read the names today seems really crazy, because all it is a bunch of first names that are mostly very common, and they could be anybody. So this is like a tragedy. It's an erasing of the homeless intentionally by the county of Santa Cruz. And I suspect, although I didn't get confirmation of this from Homeless Persons Healthcare Project, but I believe that the county took the project away from the Homeless Persons Healthcare Project to minimize the deaths. So the amount of deaths is also substantially less on their list of first names than is probably the case. So I've had several people contact me who have read the list and tell me that the names of their friends who were homeless who died outside are not on the list, not even their first name. So because they actually had more unusual names than which could have been identified on the list. So there was another list that the county provided, which was over twice as long as the list of people who passed away outside, of people who passed away in housing. And my assumption is that they got housing, and I don't know how long those people had housing before they died. But I want to say that when my brother and my sister-in-law died, they died in a house. And that meant a lot to me, because they had spent 25 years living outside, and they finally got into housing, and they got to live in housing for almost 5 years before they passed away. So even though there's probably a nefarious reason why the list of people who died housed is twice as long, and it's even being published, and that's because it's being published by the county, and the names are being provided to us by Housing for Health, and by the county itself, by the Housing Matters. And it's very important for them to let people know that they get some people into housing. So I can understand their desire to promote that, but it is, they didn't offer those people's last names either, or their age of death either, nor even the details of how they finally got housing. Something that would be really, really valuable to because we all hope people get housing, but and a lot of these people may have only been in the housing for a week before they passed away. Maybe they died in housing, being the Dominican hospital, or long-term care, or some things of that nature. Like Cherie, when she died, she had been homeless for years, and she got captured by the county and forced into a mental health system. And then when she was released after, I believe, 6 months, she went cold turkey on the psych meds and died of a heart attack within a week of being freed from the mental health system. So she would technically have died inside, even though she'd been inside either a mental facility against her wishes or in this apartment for 1 week before she passed away. So, it's, we definitely are missing a lot of people, and definitely preferable to die inside. Joe died inside. He was very appreciative of us helping him get housing. He was our security person, but I do believe he died in the last year and not this year.
Joe Pace.
Huh?
Joe Pace.
Yeah, Joe Pace. Yeah. So, and then when I was starting to say is when I go through, go through to look for photos. For instance, when trying to do pictures of Joy when she died, and so I go through the whole new reel that you have, and there is Ricky and and Chief making fun over here, and they passed. That's like it's a whole photo roll of friends of ours from the street who we give such fond memories when you see them, but it is very sad to know that they did not make it.